Welcome to Friday, everyone. It's been a short work week, a very quick work week, and now it is time to get into a sports weekend. Tonight it starts off with high school football, and we're going to be out at Bishop Luers for the Snyder Panthers and the Bishop Luers Knights. Interesting side note on this, we'll tell you about in just a couple of minutes. Also, coming up this weekend, it's College Football Saturday. Some fun ones on the slate, and on Sunday, the NFL. Can the Colts finally win a opening game? They have not won an opener since, 2013? It's been a long, long time. Hey, before we go any further, make sure you click that subscribe button. Join us here. It's absolutely free. There's no real commitment or obligation. There's certainly no fee. You're not going to be bombarded with a bunch of announcements and messages and emails. All we want you to do is let YouTube know, hey, this is a channel I kind of want to keep an eye on to see what the latest content is regarding Fort Wayne area sports. And that means the region, the Indiana sports, maybe a little bit around Michigan, Ohio, perhaps Chicago sports. And yeah, I might drop in an occasional mention for Florida Panthers or something like that. But primarily, we're going to stick right here in this area, and we want you to be right here where you can get all the latest Fort Wayne sports news. And so click that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and of course, click the bell if you do want to get alerts as to when the latest content is out. If you haven't caught it already, yesterday, the release of the high school football picks of the week, and you'll find out who wins, who loses tonight before the games even happen, because I never miss on my high school football picks of the week. All right, so let's talk about tonight's game, Snyder Luers. Now, these are two marquee programs. They've got a very rich tradition of winning. Both teams have consistently been state ranked. You've got state championships in the trophy case. But right now, both teams are 0-2 after their non-conference play. What does it mean as far as the Summit Athletic Conference race? Well, that's what we're going to find out tonight. We're going to find out, are these two teams just pretenders and not really contenders? You know, Bishop Luers is very young. They're also very big up front. And they've got a young quarterback, a sophomore, and I think he's only going to get better. We saw some pretty good signs from week one out of Tommy Reichert. And they've got a young running back. They've got a young receiver. I mean, they have some youth in skill positions. But I think that's a team that's going to grow and get better. Are they good enough to beat Snyder? Well, that's a really good question, because Snyder comes in 0-2 after they lost their opening two games, one to Warsaw, one to East Noble. I mean, those are a couple of 5A programs, and actually 5A and 4A. And so they're teams you would expect Snyder to beat up on, or at least beat. I know that Warsaw is really good, but Warsaw lost in their second game. So we'll find out exactly what Snyder is made of, and we'll see it in person tonight at Bishop Luers. Big game for both squads. And when you talk about these two teams being 0-2, one of them's going to leave the stadium tonight 0-3. You know the last time that's happened for the Snyder Panthers? I don't know if it's ever happened for the Snyder Panthers. I went back, and as far as 1994, which is how far back you can check it with John Harrell and his website, there has never been a Snyder season that has started 0-3. And then you look at Bishop Luers, and I only found one year where Kyle Lindsey's first season, his first full season as the head coach back in 2013, they started 0-3, and they went on to an 0-9 season. And that was back in the old SAC days. But it doesn't happen often, almost happens never, that these teams start 0-3. So it's a big game for both teams to get one in the win column. Should be a fun one tonight. The Midwest Box Breaks High School Football Game of the Week. You can listen to all of the action on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Don't forget, it kicks off with the Parkview Sports Medicine High School Football Tailgate pregame show starting at 6 o'clock with Jim, Shannon, and Duke. They'll get you ready for this one, plus a little conversation with Kyle Lindsey on what he expects out of tonight's game. Also, tonight, the Indiana Fever will be hosting the Chicago Sky. Well, this is the second time we're going to see these two teams play without the marquee players. As Caitlin Clark, it's been announced she will not return this season. Another disappointing year for an Indiana star professional player. You can go back and look at the statistics. A guy like Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck, the list goes on of players that dealt with injuries and either had their careers ended early or had their careers in Indy perhaps end early. But now it's Caitlin Clark that deals with this groin injury, and I don't know exactly how a groin injury has lingered on this long, and they haven't been able to get her back to health. It either was much more serious than they led us to believe. They didn't want to tell us what they knew. I don't know. I mean, I really think the Fever wanted her to come back and expected her to come back. And I just don't know why that didn't happen. It doesn't make sense to me. It's been one of those lost seasons for the Indiana Fever. It's one you can't get back. You can't take a mulligan. Just injury after injury. Sophie Cunningham, Ari McDonald, Sid Colson, one after another. They have dropped off, and unfortunately, Caitlin Clark is the biggest name, and she will not return this year. But Angel Reese won't be playing either for the Chicago Sky. Her teammates may feel like it's a bit of a reprieve after what she had to say in that recent article, throwing teammates under the bus, basically calling out specific teammates, saying they're not good enough. We're not going to win a championship with those players on the roster, Haley Van Lith among them. And, there's a reason that Chicago has not been better with Angel Reese as they were before they drafted Angel Reese. Camila Cardoso, she's not been anything special. And Angel Reese certainly has been a problem. I mean, what does she bring to Chicago? Really, what does she bring? She rebounds, but can somebody else? I mean, that's an effort stat. That's not necessarily a talent stat. That's an effort stat. That's an athletic stat. It's not about talent. I mean, Angel Reese can't really score other than an occasional layup on one of her rebounds inside. She's not a shooter, can't shoot, can't pass, can't really handle the ball, doesn't make teammates better. What is she doing for the Chicago Sky to lead them to winning? And yet she wants the whole team to be built around her and Cardoso. Sure, that'll work. If you want to see incompetence in a front office, then just watch the front office that builds a team around those two players. That's the reality. So tonight, Fever hosting the Chicago Sky. Final meeting of these two teams this year. And the Fever enter play tonight a game and a half in front of the Los Angeles Sparks for the last playoff spot. Sparks have a tough schedule. Fever will finish with the Lynx, but they do have a couple of games that are winnable before they get there. They've got the Sky and the Mystics, and so if the Fever win 2 of the 3, no matter what the Sparks would do in their final week, the Fever, I believe, would make the playoffs. But it gets us into a sports weekend. Tomorrow's college football. Hope everybody enjoys their college football. Sunday, NFL, Colts, Dolphins. The Colts trying to get that elusive opening day win. They have really struggled in first games. Can Daniel Jones and company get it done? I think defense is going to be one of the keys to this game. I think the Colts defense has a real chance at being pretty good. I think the defensive line is going to be one of the keys to that. They cannot let teams just gouge them on the ground. But I think they've really solidified their pass coverage with their secondary. And getting to Tua is going to be one of the key elements of having success defensively. So We'll see what the Colts do. I think Tyler Warren is going to be in the running for Rookie of the Year. That guy can make catches in traffic, over the top, screen plays that he can break. I think Tyler Warren is going to be unbelievable this year for the Colts. And you can go ahead and record that. You can save it, and you can throw it at me if it doesn't happen. Tyler Warren is going to be special. And Tyler Warren has a very good chance of being the NFL Rookie of the Year. There, it's on record. Hope everybody has a terrific weekend. Join us tonight for high school football. Hey, and join me live at Pizza Hut. After the game, I'll be hanging out at the Southgate Pizza Hut, and if you're on the south side of town, stop by. Just hang for a while. It's a pretty cool place to hang out, Southgate Pizza Hut, right there behind Bishop Lewis High School. We'll be up there until 11 o'clock. That will do it for this mini edition of the Sports Rush. I've got to head out. I got to get to the football game. It's time to head out. The wind, is it going to die down? It's been blowing pretty good this afternoon. So we'll see if the wind affects high school football tonight. In that case, you have to give an advantage to the team that's better on the ground. I don't know. Is it Snyder? They've got more experience at running back. Or is it Lewers, who has that huge offensive line? Snyder's also been gouged on the run their first couple of weeks. 700 yards of offense on the ground between Warsaw and East Noble. Should be very interesting tonight at Lewers Field. Hope you join us. Have a great sports weekend. We'll be coming to you with a live edition at some point over the weekend. Stay tuned to my Twitter or my X, Brett Rump Sports, at Brett Rump Sports, and we'll keep you informed as to when our next live edition is coming up here on the channel. Don't forget, subscribe, like, and also make sure you click that bell so you get alerts. Share the channel, too. That would be a really nice thing to do. If you could share our channel, let other people know. I still come across people almost every day. Oh, I miss hearing you on the radio. I enjoyed keeping up on local sports. I was like, we're doing it. We're doing it. It's a different medium, but we are doing it here on YouTube. So make sure everybody knows. Thanks. Have a terrific time with your sports this weekend, and we'll talk to you again soon.